more things selling out as well. We move now to these darling anklets. Cuties, those are so, so cute. $12.90, flex pay of $6.45, and it's either your butterfly or dragonfly. I like the idea of both if you could. It is a 9-inch size, but there is a 1-inch extender if you wanted to, you know, customize the fit. Stamp 0.925, precious sterling silver, and perfect giftable. So going fast on these, there are a lot of you who are still on the line for those earrings. I don't know how many we have left of those, but while you're there, I would definitely add 093025 if you can, because sometimes an anklet is something that somebody wouldn't buy for themselves. However, that's what makes it such a good gift. You buy something for someone that you know they'll enjoy, but that they wouldn't buy for it themselves. So that's why I love the idea of an anklet at such a special price. What does the butterfly represent to you? What does the dragonfly represent to you? And then do you see how the metal is molded in such a way to give it all of that light play? So between the light and the symbol and the sizing of 9 to 10 inches and the fact that it is sterling silver, wow, it's a good idea to shop for this. Now, this is where I say it's a good idea also, and you already know this. If you wear a size 9 or 10 bracelet, you know that that is not always an easy size to find as a bracelet. Grab this, wear it as a bracelet, of course. Welcome to it. We're gonna show you Angie wearing this anklet so you can get an idea of how it might look on you. And even though it's gonna be fall soon and you're not gonna have necessarily your shorts on anymore, you know it's there. You know that the anklet is there. It's kind of like lingerie, like when you wear a pretty bra, even if no one else is gonna see it, you know it's there. And I love that for you. It's a wonderful way just to give you a little pick-me-up. And of course, when summertime comes, when you're lounging around the house, it's nice to still have adornment and in sterling silver with a beautiful symbol. You know, the dragonfly represents piercing through illusion. It's a very elevated way to look at the dragonfly. And then the butterfly, which I've said this for as long as I can remember, represents a symbol of transformation. But think about it. That little caterpillar goes into its cocoon. And I know it doesn't have the kind of brain we have, but I bet if it did, it'd be wondering, I wonder how this is gonna go. And then it comes out, this beautiful butterfly. That is an act of faith, as far as I'm concerned. This is a way for you to remind yourself that a little goes a long way when it comes to that kind of faith. A little bit of blind faith every now and then, let's face it, is necessary. So whichever you prefer, they are just a delight. Now, about 200 are gone. We are definitely making these available until they're gone. And producer Jared, who's basically co-hosting with me this show, please call in. I'd love to have you guys co-host with me too. Which one's more limited? Which one's gonna sell out first? Oh, he's gonna check. He's checking. That's that extender. Okay. There are 80 left in the butterfly, so I'm just gonna assume that's gonna be gone in a few moments. Here's the dragonfly. So as I said, the dragonfly helps you a reminder to pierce through any kind of illusion you might be under. It's a truth seeker. It is, of course, like a flying little reminder of magic and just nature and beauty. When you see them, then their iridescent wings, it's just, nature's so amazing, obviously, but it's just such a treat. We don't have as many dragonflies around here as we used to, but I always love looking at them and just zip, zip as they move around. Last call on the butterfly. Remember, this will fit size 9, size 10. Where is the bracelet if you're so inclined? It's 2 months at $6.45.